natürlich. Ist das schon mal wirklich angegangen? Ist der Stream online? Kann man da gucken? Gut. Also auf jeden Fall den Trikots zeigen. Ja, passt.
Okay, ich bin raus heute erstmal. Aber vielleicht schaue ich bei Benny Streaming noch rein.
Alles klar, du Muschi, bis dann.
Ja. Jo, dir nicht mehr viel Glück.
Alles klar, Benny. Woche 4, ich mach dich nass. Der nächste 50 Burger kommt dann, du Wichser.
Ja.
So, wenn du denn in dem Zeitraum gerade an Silvester nicht da bist, dann sag ich nur, weil du Angst hattest, Digga.
Also, ciao.
Bis dann. Florida.
Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues. We've got a great one for you. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and we're off from Tampa. Has this at the 6. And stopped on the run back at the 27.
Was hat der für Schuhe an? Hast du das gerade eben gesehen? 2 verschiedene Farben. Lol.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Okay, Irving macht schon mal jetzt ein Big Play, sage ich.
They give to Irving to start this drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice.
Wollen wir da eine Taktik
really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Baker now. Setting up the screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 from the 43. Play fake, it's Mayfield. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That one hits for 30. And the Bucks have the first.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. To give for the first time to Rashad White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. And he stopped.
Als ob ich noch nicht drüben war.
It's going to be 1st and goal now.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Rashad White touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off.
Du hörst mir aber auch laut und deutlich, ne?
Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Murray on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Wie weit war der Vorsprung nochmal? 28 Punkte oder was? Ich kann sich wieder scheiße bauen.
First and 10 from the 32. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce
Ist Bucky Irving verletzt? Scheinbar. Weil die ganze Zeit spielt Rashad White, aber warum spielt dann Bucky Irving?
From the 42. Baker now off the play fake. Down the field, Evans has it. He gets loose down the right side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Nicht immer. Wenn der eine Cover 3 Sky gespielt hätte, dann hätte es nicht geklappt.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Free Runs wahrscheinlich bekommen ohne Ende.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught by Conner out of the backfield. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hat der Lack gehabt, dass meiner noch an dem einen D-Liner ankleben bleibt. Ich wäre so durch gewesen.
The 1st down carry for Conner. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Murray from the pistol. Driving there to haul it in. And He takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here's Connor on the option. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. And they're going to choose not to go for it here. And their punt team is out there.
Vor allen Dingen ist es halt scheiße wichtig für das Ende, weil ich muss ja noch zweimal gegen die Panthers ran, die mir am Nacken sitzen.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He picks up.
Also das scheint wirklich was zu bringen mit dem Run-Block und so. Also wie die alle geblockt haben.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just a big voice up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here.
Er lässt ihn fallen.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. That's grabbed at the 10. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside.
Wieso lässt er den denn fallen, Alter?
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Boah, sauer mutig von ihm, Alter.
So backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for
Interception, baby.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back. It's a pick six. And a Tampa Bay touchdown. This has gotten out of hand early. That pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Wie viele Punkte hattest du gesagt? 28?
And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21.
Und danach darf man auch keine Field Goals mehr schießen, oder was?
Dorks now to return it. Escapes a defender. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Stark.
Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Dann kannst du den jetzt auch mal starten lassen eigentlich, ne?
Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got it at the 24. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
Digga, keine Gnade.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Here's White. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
To throw is Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware. But he's a viable option as well.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Auch an den Steelers, glaube ich, ne?
The 3-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 7. Here's White again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and short, Mayfield. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Getting out to his left. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Levante David. Possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Nee.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Unconventional strategy here, to say the least. They'll try for a field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game.
Wenn ich vor der Endzone bin, dann einfach rüberschießen. Ist auch dämlich eigentlich, aber naja.
Dortch now to return it. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
Ja.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see it throw you like it's 2 times.
Hör mal auf, dann mich zum Lachen zu bringen, Mann.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Kyler looking to throw. Has a man. That's Greg Dortch. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. We've set it downs for them from the 31. Run on first down. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Oh, wirft da sogar hin, hat der Eier. Ich hab ihn noch geusert, Mann.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to the air, Murray. Catch made over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive. Extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Pressure's there, and the Bucks got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Warum macht er kein Field Goal? Ist der dumm? Naja.
Hätte
die Uhr anhalten können, der Bre.
We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Running to start this drive with Connor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Murray. There's a screen, it's Connor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see
hat einen Screen gespielt.
screen like that. Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Off the play action, here's Murray. He rolls to his right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. Harrison secures this left side. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Krass.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. In the zone read, here's Connor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Lay it out for this one, and he makes the catch. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball is in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
Buying some time right. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistent.
Ja, meine Defense-Arbeit ist so gefährlich. Die ist so böse.
2nd and 10 now from the 36. Again, it's Murray to throw. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him.
Das ist so viel.
It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Alter.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go left side here with White. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Quickly into the hands of Evans. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucks have the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We've set it downs from 37. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got Evans once again. He's going to bring this down to their 35. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Alles für den Ring.
Hör auf, Danny Mann.
Set to go now from the 35. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield.
Oh, ich habe eine Interception geschmissen. Oh.
And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of the
Krass,
season.
dass der jetzt da nach vorne rennt, hatte ich nicht gedacht. Das habe ich nicht gedacht. Ja.
So they'll head up here, first
Den hole ich
and
mir jetzt
10
wieder den
from
Ball.
the
Den hole ich mir
34.
jetzt wieder den Ball.
Play action now, Murray.
Nö.
Rolling out to his left. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones.
Stark gespielt.
And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
Kommt Blitz aus Blitzenhausen.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Connor here from the gun. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Oh, er wirft ihn noch weg. Ist das bitter? Das wären so Minusjahrs.
That one, it brings up third down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
A gain of 27 more yards.
Wenn er jetzt aber scored, ne? Darf ich auch noch mal denn, ne? Gut.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Cardinals have it, 1 quarter to play, and what's been a rough outing for them. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Trying to run it in, Connor. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Murray, third and goal. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces fourth and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And he won't come through on fourth and goal.
Gönn ich ihm aber nicht.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Down the field, Evans has it. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now a pitch to White. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Bucks have the first.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on third down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Bucks have the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum, but keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10, it's a gift to White. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers very close to an 11th win this season. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
180.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Not sure what possessed them to do this. It looks like they're lining up to punt inside the red zone. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Hauled in left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Trying to push deep downfield.
Digga, keine Chance, der ist viel zu groß.
They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
50 yards on the play. That's another Cardinals.
Schon zu Ende?
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They're going play action. It's Murray. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. He brings it in. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. 3rd down, they need 7. to the air. Murray. Flush down out to his left. Caught by Connor out of the backfield. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Murray with the sneak. And he runs it across.
Schafft noch einen Touchdown, Digga.
The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. On his Chad Ryland for the point after. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away.
Aber den schießt er komplett übers Stadion, weißt du?
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Der hat nicht einen Touchdown-Pass geschmissen geschafft. Was ist denn mit Irving, Digga? Warum spielt Irving denn nicht? Ein Sack Lavonte David. Ein Sack DRB, 2 Tackles verletzt, eine Interception. Ja, stark. Oh.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, you pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the eyes talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer, cooped up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got 2 bucks, so you roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball, you can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man, touch hands, we about to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time, you seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time, but with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him Bella fill his tank, run him to the next stake. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the club. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slide me summer. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got get it, go retrieve it, short small. When that's from Cali with the cheetah, not white. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Ich wollte mal eben jetzt in meinen Dev-Chat gucken.
Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Ah, Bucky Irving steht auf der 1. Warum habe ich den jetzt? Dann ist der verletzt. Kann man irgendwo Injury-Liste sehen? Ah, hier Injury Report. Ne, er sagt mir nichts. Aber warum hat denn jetzt Dings gespielt?
Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make